because I'm holding it. Otherwise, you would be. And I.
At Sandburg College. I am so happy to see our graduates come together with their family and friends to celebrate the completion of a huge milestone. Is that better? Yeah. Very nice. I feel very important now. Thank you, Ms. Stone. Oh my goodness. The nursing pinning ceremony is a solemn occasion. It's dated as far back as the 12th century when the Knights Hospitalists were honored with a Maltese pin for caring for injured soldiers. In 1860, Florence Nightingale was honored with the Red Cross pin for the great nursing work that she did in the Crimean War. Then in 1880, a class of nurses at the Bellevue Hospital School of Nursing in New York were the first to be pinned on graduation. The nursing pin is considered an honor and a rite of passage for nurses. Our students were assisted towards this rite of passage by so many people at Sandburg College. At this time, I would like to introduce our faculty and staff. Stacy Dainter. Chrissy Stone. Emily Schaefer. Tammy Lewis. Cindy Kep. Mary Gunseth. Pam Pickrell. And LaDonna Green. Then in honoring the achievement of nursing graduates, we are also paying tribute to the nursing faculty and staff at Sandburg College of Nursing who persistently work to help mentor and guide our students. I commend all of our faculty and staff for their dedication and their commitment to our students. Let us continue to produce professional nurses that we can all be proud of, those that will serve the needs of the people of our communities. Many of the qualifications to be a nurse you've learned in nursing school. Your memory was honed with an unimaginable amount of information crammed into your brains every single week. Your patience was tested by the amount of assignments, the needs for flexibility, occasionally by each other, and most of all, by your nursing instructors. The one thing you did not learn from any of your instructors, from any theory lab or clinical, is how to truly care for others. Your caring heart is what led you to the nursing profession. Each of you has an insatiable need to care for people. My colleagues and I have taught you many, many things over the past 2 years, but we did not teach you how to care for others. No book, course, or instructor can teach this ability. You brought that gift with you when you walked in the door of the nursing building for the first time. Your caring heart will celebrate the joy of bringing new life into the world. Your caring heart will assist you in healing patients so they may continue on with their lives. Your caring heart will bring comfort to patients and families when the end is near. Your caring heart is the core of the nursing profession and the foundation on which you will build your careers. As I look out across all of your smiling faces, I cannot help but reminisce. Think back for a moment to the day you received your acceptance letter from the nursing office. Seems like a lifetime ago, doesn't it? I imagine that there was a multitude of emotions running through you at the prospect of realizing your dream, happiness, anxiety at the thought of how many responsibilities you must already juggle, and then you're adding this on top of it. Fear of the unknown. I remember your first day of nursing school. I can almost read your minds. What in the world have I gotten myself into? This was the first day of many that you would experience information overload. This day was quickly followed by the first day of theory class. You likely needed an extra book bag just for the amount of paperwork that accompanies the beginning of each semester. Sheer panic ensued when you found out the amount of clinical paperwork required. The care plans alone were enough to induce an anxiety attack. How in the world will I ever figure all of this out? But you did. For those returning to nursing school after having already been a practicing LPN, I want to express my admiration. You had a good idea of what you were getting yourselves into, and you persisted with your dream. I can only imagine the amount of willpower, ambition, and drive that it took for you to make the decision to return to school and widen your scope of practice. I watched as each of you transitioned into the second year of the program. You who began as uncertain first year and transition students suddenly transformed into competent, confident second year students. You learn not only how to perform skills and critically think, you learn how to be a professional. You learn how to advocate for patients and for your own learning. You learn how to treat other professionals, regardless of the discipline or education level, with respect and caring. You even managed to survive, very successfully, the endless hours of ATI capstone. I have watched the close bonds of friendship develop from the room full of strangers you were at nursing orientation. Nursing school bonds people together in a manner in which no other course of study can do. You spend so much time with your classmates that they become family to you. You've supported and loved each other through the laughter and the tears. Only those fellow students that have completed this program with you truly understand the trials and the triumphs associated with nursing school. As we gather together to celebrate your accomplishments and bestow the honor of the nursing pins, I have to acknowledge that no nursing student graduates without the love and support of family and friends. To the friends and family gathered here tonight, I want to say thank you. You are truly the unsung heroes of nursing school, and we celebrate you tonight as well. You have loved and supported your graduate through anxiety, tears, short tempers, and even shorter nights in chaotic households to help them realize their dream of becoming a nurse. Without you there supporting these graduates, it would not have been possible. So thank you. I have to say that I admire each and every one of you. Most of you have a multitude of other responsibilities, yet have managed to survive the stress and some say insanity of nursing school. Tonight is dedicated to the celebration of your success and induction into the role of registered professional nurse. So congratulations. And it is with great pleasure that I introduce our honored dignitary, Dr. Ellen Crowd, Vice President of Academic Services at Sandburg College.
Thank you. I'd like to say that I think a lot of graduation speeches are similar, so you'll see that there are some similarities in what Ms. Gray said and what I said. However, she told me I had 45 minutes to speak, so just sit back. You got cushions on your chairs, you're okay. So, first of all, welcome to Sandburg's Penny. Sandburg College graduated its first associate degree in nursing in 1973, making you the 45th class of nursing associate's degree. It is truly an honor to be here to address you, let alone to be invited. Graduates, I echo Ms. Gray's comments. I hope you truly thank those people who have helped you either directly or indirectly get here and supported your journey throughout the times. Whether it was the faculty member who sat and spent time with you, or your family member or friend who sat and listened to you complain about the same faculty member, or about the grade that you received and didn't deserve, or those who just encouraged you to finish when you couldn't. Those people deserve the recognition in a separate degree, and you have my express gratitude because I know how hard that is. Traditionally, people speak of graduation as the culmination of one thing and the beginning of another. As Ms. Gray said, I'd like you to consider this a rite of passage. A rite of passage, by definition, are transitions in life. Usually they involve a ceremony or some kind of activity designed to strip the individual of their original role and then prepare them for new roles. This pinning and tomorrow's graduation are your transition and your rite of passage from a student at Sandburg College to that of nurse and community leader. You will no longer be judged by grade point averages, but rather by the contributions that you make not only to your patients, but to their families and friends. I have no words of inspiration for you. Today, I only have 3 challenges for you as you leave Sandburg College. One of the defining statements at Sandburg College is that we strive to give individuals the ability to think critically, to realize their human potential, and become a constructive force in their environment. My first challenge to you is to be that constructive force in your environment every day by approaching people and problems in a thoughtful and critical manner and never negate anyone's potential. The core values that guide Sandburg College are excellence, collaboration, integrity, and respect. My second challenge to you is that every day when you begin your work, you approach that work with the value of collaboration not only with your colleagues, but also with patients. And that in each and every moment and each and every time you interact with those, you strive to demonstrate those core values of excellence, integrity, and respect. Not one of those values is more important than another. Lastly, Lyndon B. Johnson said, "Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow's is ours to win or lose." I will conclude with my third challenge. Make the promise to yourself and everyone that you encounter that every tomorrow will be a win. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Crow. So next we have a couple of our nursing faculty members that the students of the class of 2018 is invited to speak a few words on their behalf, including ceremony. So first I would like to introduce Miss Emily Schaefer.
At this point. Congratulations, or oh thank God we made it. And as honored as I am that you have chosen me to speak, I think your ulterior motive was to see if I always talk fast, or just when I'm trying to cover 14 chapters in one day. Thank you all for attending and celebrating these hardworking nursing graduates. Nursing school has been compared to riding a bike that is on fire. And it doesn't seem like an over-exaggeration to these graduates right now, I'm sure. It's more intense and demanding than any of us would ever imagine. So congratulations to you, your family, friends, and all the supporters who have weathered this long journey with you. I want to thank you for the opportunity to get to know each and every one of you. I truly enjoyed the time spent with you and learned as much from you as you did from me. And here are a few things I learned. You never want to use the restroom for the first 2 months of nursing school because someone is going to be in there crying. Some students will actually need a shove to get them into the patient's room for the first time in clinical. Compassion and a twisted sense of humor is not only necessary for nursing, but to be an instructor as well. And no matter how many times I say, take a wash rag when flushing a G-tube, it will always be forgotten. So when you do remember, please think of me. I learned that a therapeutic level of caffeine was necessary to answer all your questions. And that throwing chocolate across the classroom is a great motivator for participation, and that my arm isn't the same as it was in high school. Sorry about that. As I was lecturing, I could look at Heidi's face to see if what I said was confusing. And that clinical groups would function kind of like dysfunctional families, and we just needed to roll with it. But most of all, I learned that as my first graduating class, you would always be near and dear to my heart. Though it's been a very overwhelming 2 years, you will look back at this time fondly, reminiscing of clinical days, long lectures that made you want to pull your eyelashes out, and stressful tests where every answer was correct, but you needed to pick the most correct. In the end, you will truly only remember the bonds and friendships that will undoubtedly last a lifetime. Who else can you laugh with about brown alerts, enemas, naked, confused patients running down the hall? Only your nursing friends. A wise OB instructor once said, not me, but another one, that nursing school is a lot like giving birth. Once it's over, you tend to forget just how painful the process was, and you soon will. My last request for you is to be a cheerleader for nursing. I'm sure you've heard, why did you choose nursing, and all the other negative comments. I love nursing. I love everything about nursing, and I hope you'll join me in that love. Many people before us have worked hard to make it the profession that it is today. If you don't like the job you're in, pick a new one. That is the beauty of nursing. It has so many opportunities. Nurses are their own little society because we are in the trenches together. We know what the others are going through, and we know what they need in times of crisis. You will have such rewarding experiences and opportunities to make a difference in so many lives. Pass that love on to others. And please be kind to future nursing students. You know how some people have made you feel. So keep that in mind, and please be nice to others. Be kind to each other. You're not just starting a new job, you're learning a new career, and support goes a long way. I have read this little piece a few times. I absolutely love it, and I want to share it with you. You're going to feel like quitting. You're going to struggle. You'll have days where you'll wonder what it's all for. You'll have days when people attempt to break you down or challenge your intelligence, skills, and right to be where you are. You'll have moments when you question your own abilities and perhaps your sanity, but you'll rise. You'll rise because your strength as a nurse is not determined by one grade, one shift, or one job. It's an ongoing journey of learning, honor, humility, and a chance to make even the smallest difference in the lives of your patients. I'm going to miss you all. I can't wait to hear about the amazing things you do and the brilliant nurses you become.
Thank you so much, Emily. That was wonderful. And up next is Ms. Tammy Lewis, our lab and clinical coordinator.
Are you freaking kidding me? Look where you're sitting right now. You finally made it. When you invited me to be a speaker at your pinning ceremony, my first reaction was a feeling of being humbled and honored. Now, I would like to take this time to honor you. Your first day in lab class was my first day in lab class. We were strangers to the nursing program. I saw in your eyes excitement and terror. Hopefully, you didn't see the same in mine. Slowly, that terror changed to a degree of calmness as you submitted yourselves to your new routine, and I settled into my new position. As you grew as nursing students, I grew as an instructor, and I have you to thank for that. We have many memories together. Alexa, breaking a lab chair and then laughing hilariously on the floor. I'm just glad you weren't 8 months pregnant at the time. And let's not forget Tracy Mars doing the same thing the very next year. Grant's face turning red at the drop of a hat. Using Heidi's head to trim simulation away, only to get her hair mixed up with it and trimming her hair too. Speaking of wigs, thank you, Queen, for your donation. Just kidding. Austin memorizing word for word the steps to a nursing skill. Seriously? Johanna, I'll take those American flag cowboy boots if you don't mind. And Angie, you talked about your son so much, I think I know him personally. I have heartfelt memories too of the many one-on-one conversations that I have had with several of you. Hopefully you will not soon forget, what the Sam Hill? Thumb out, thumb out, thumb out. One sterile hand, one dirty hand. Never let them see you sweat. Critical thinking and confidence and competence. As the months have progressed, I have seen you stress, become fatigued, and worry about your success. School is one thing, but when you put spouses, partners, children, bills, loans, ill family members, full and part-time jobs, laundry, meals to fix, housework, chasing toddlers, and dealing with adolescent children on top of that, school takes on a whole new meaning. Good luck finding quiet time to study, complete ATI remediation, or getting ready for a cardiac calculations quiz. But you believed in your dream of becoming a nurse so much that you persevered through it all. What I see sitting before me this evening is a level of courage and tenacity that is, in my eyes, something to behold. School, theory with long lectures, exams, and ATI, clinicals to prepare for, patients to take care of, pre-work assignments to complete, simulations to do, and passing nursing skills. I was painfully aware that many of you left school to rush home, grab a bite to eat, don a uniform, and head out for an overnight shift or work long hours over the weekend just to make ends meet. How on earth did you do it? True grit. Over the last 2 years, I have been a witness to this group's special bond. Although you have had multiple people support you through your journey, those who join us this evening, your classmates are the ones who truly know the extent of what you have had to endure. That is why the bond is so important. Even though you will now go your separate ways, these bonds will remain for a lifetime. What you have accomplished is nothing short of heroic, and I stand in awe of your dedication and your hard work. You can now count yourselves as members of a profession which holds compassion, caring, and healing as 3 of its central ideals. You may now say with pride when someone asks you what you do for a living, I am a registered nurse. So how do you know you're a nurse? You know you're a nurse when everyone you know begins coming to you with every ache, pain, and symptom, fully expecting a definitive diagnosis. You find yourself washing your hands for a full minute in public bathrooms and turning off the faucet and opening up the door with a paper towel. When someone asks you for a pen, you have 3. You assess strangers in a store or when walking down the street for pedal edema, jaundice, and short. You will see things others do not. When someone mentions they have pain, you will ask them to rate it on a scale of 0 to 10. And when someone has a wound, you'll palpate it for a healing ridge. But don't ever be afraid to say, yes, I'm a nurse, and no, I don't want to see that. From here on out, your mind will always be assessing. You will have, if you don't already, a warped sense of humor. You will be able to eat lunch after dressing the worst wound you've ever seen and talk about it with your nursing cohorts while chomping on your next bite, telling them how cool it was. You will always have dry, chapped hands and aching back and be on a never-ending search for those perfect, comfortable shoes. You will have mystery stains on your nursing uniform. And those white shoes, sparkling when you got to work, now look like they're 3 months old. Being a nurse means you will never be bored. You will be surrounded by challenges. You will carry immense responsibility. You will step into people's lives and you will make a difference. Some will bless you, some will curse you. You will see people at their worst and their best. You will never cease to be amazed at people's capacity for love, courage, and endurance. You will see life begin and end. You will never hear a first heartbeat, but you may be one who hears the last. You will experience resounding triumphs and devastating failures, only to wake up the next morning and do it all again. You will cry a lot. You will laugh a lot. You will know what it is to be human and to be humane. You will learn something new every single day. In a paraphrased and adapted quote from the renowned nursing theorist Virginia Henderson, I would like to share the following. The nurse is temporarily the consciousness of the unconscious, the love of life of those who have given up, the leg of the amputee, the eyes of the newly blind, a means of locomotion for the newborn, knowledge and confidence for the young mother, a voice for those too weak to speak or cannot speak at all, the comfort for the family who just lost a loved one, the teacher for those newly diagnosed, a leader for those needing someone to follow, and a shoulder when someone needs it. I want you to know that for me, you will always be remembered as the best class ever. Now you are about to embark on the most rewarding job in the world. Your life from this point forward will never be the same. Promise me you will always remember you're braver than you believe, you are stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and one thing that can never be taken away from you is your education. I pray that your hands be blessed throughout your nursing career and the many lives that you will touch along the way. You've always been told if you didn't document it, you didn't do it. Now, you have documented it. And guess what that means? Congratulations.
I believe I did warn you that there was going to be some teary eyes today, so. Well, thank you, Emily and Tammy. Those were just wonderful words of wisdom from your experience with this awesome class. The next part of the pinning ceremony involves presentation of awards. Ceremonies such as these are very important as they recognize all of our students' commitments to complete and celebrate that achievement. It also allows the opportunity to recognize those students who have demonstrated outstanding achievements and to recognize faculty who have demonstrated outstanding teaching. So tonight, it is my honor to present the awards. The Daisy Faculty Award. This award is to recognize and demonstrate appreciation to nursing faculty for their commitment and inspirational influence on their students. The Daisy Faculty Award was established in 2015 that will allow the nursing students to nominate and recognize the extraordinary nursing faculty who made an enormous difference in their learning experiences and modeled professionalism at all times. This award will be presented yearly at the pinning ceremony. And the criteria for the students to nominate the instructor is excellence in teaching. They demonstrate expertise in their content area. They set high standards for student achievement and foster the development of critical thinking skills and evidence-based practice in the classroom and clinical or lab environments. They have quality relationships with their learners. They engage in caring and sensitive interactions with students while facilitating learning in the classroom or clinical and lab environment. They foster an environment that is transparent and respectful. Communication is expected of all. This respectful communication is role modeled by the faculty member and rewarded when the students do the same. They treat all students fairly and unbiased. When issues arise, they address them effectively, fairly, and in accordance with policy and procedure, and they collaborate effectively with other professionals to facilitate student learning. This year, it is an honor to present the Daisy Faculty Award to Miss Emily Schaefer. Thank you, Emily. The Daisy in Training Award. This award goes to a first-year associate degree nursing student who has consistently exhibited caring, compassion, teamwork, and dedication to nursing. This award is designed to remind students, even on the hardest days of nursing school, why they want to be a nurse. By recognizing nursing students for the above and beyond care and compassion shown to patients and their families, we celebrate what it truly means to be a nurse. We honor the nurse-patient connection and make all the difference to the patient and their families in their time of need. The criteria for nomination: the student must demonstrate commitment to compassionate care of patients and families, make a connection with patients, families, and peers by building trust and respect, advocate strongly for patients and families, demonstrate excellence in clinical practice by using critical thinking, teamwork, and collaborations of skills with others. They demonstrate initiative to improve client care, and they exhibit a professional image of nursing. This year's Daisy in Training Award goes to Miss Erica Lovett. I believe that she is back helping prepare for our reception afterwards. Whoopsie. And Miss Jones, I'm going to grab her real quick. Do what? Oh, come on, don't you want to share now? To share with me. So Ms. Erica has been in the associate degree program for 2 semesters now. She has demonstrated above and beyond caring for her classmates. She has a sensitive nature. She has performed exceptionally well in the clinical setting, and very well, I can say, in the lab. So, when she comes, and when she walks in, you know, you have this thunderous applause, and then when she walks in, she completely stops. Terrible. In the meantime, oh, she must have had to step out. I'm so sorry. Well, moving on, the Outstanding Student Performance Leadership Award is the next award. And this award goes to a second-year student who has exhibited excellence in academics and leadership. The award is designed to recognize scholarly achievement and exemplary performance in the promotion and improvement of the profession of nursing. The criteria for nomination: the student must demonstrate excellence in academic performance, achieve academic excellence, leadership while balancing life responsibilities, professional work, and career while giving back to the community, exhibit courage in life's journey, resilience in meeting academic and personal goals, and exhibit a professional image of nursing, and serve as a mentor and inspire peers in the practice of nursing. They must demonstrate leadership qualities by providing well-managed nursing care, utilizing time efficiently, while delivering safe and competent nursing practices. This year's Outstanding Student Performance Leadership Award goes to Stephanie Holscher. Sandburg College awards ceremony on May 2nd. We have awarded 2 other nursing awards that I wanted you to be aware of tonight and honor the students that received this. The Gertrude Kearney Award was presented by Pam Davis. She's the Chief Nursing Officer at Galesburg Cottage Hospital. And this was presented at the award ceremony again on May 2nd at our Galesburg campus. The faculty nominates students based on the following criteria. The student demonstrates genuine concern for classmates, takes responsibility for his or her own actions, shows compassion for patients, classmates, and instructors, demonstrates enthusiasm for nursing, assumes a leadership role among associate degree nursing students, displays enthusiasm for nursing as a career that carries her, him, and classmates forward, acts as a facilitator in class activities, contributes in classroom and clinical post-conference responsibly. We also factor in their grade point average and excellent clinical performance. This year's recipient of the Gertrude Kearney Award was Ms. Kaleigh Champion. A second award was awarded at our award ceremony May 2nd at the college, and this was presented by Alice Snyder. She's the Chief Nursing Officer of OSF St. Mary Medical Center in Galesburg. This award is the Diane Tossin Award, and again, faculty nominate students based on the following criteria. These probably won't come as any surprise. Dependability, the student has excellent attendance, they adhere to work and school schedules and follows through with commitments made to instructors and other students. Cooperation, the student strives to perform extra work or serve on committees and then go out of their way to get along with others. Loyalty, students demonstrate loyalty to the overall nursing profession. Courtesy, the student demonstrates respect and consideration for others by being friendly, considerate, and promoting a positive attitude. Adaptability. Students demonstrate versatility and willingness to perform extra duties, effectively balancing the demands of school with private life. Initiative. Student demonstrates ability to find better ways to perform their responsibilities as student nurses and contributes good suggestions, extremely active and eager to explore new opportunities. The student must also have an optimistic outlook and set high standards. We also look at their grade point average, of course. And they must exhibit a high degree of emotional maturity and respects the opinions, abilities, and contributions of others. This year's Diane Dawson recipient, I am happy to say, is Miss Amanda May. Okay, so the next portion of the pinning ceremony is actually the presentation of the pins. So now it's time for each of you to enter your rite of passage to becoming a nurse. When you accept this pin, it is your outward symbol of entering the nursing profession, not only now, but also for years to come. So take this pin into your safekeeping. The nursing pin, the shield appearing on the front cover of the program, is the design of the pin worn by the graduates of Sandburg College. The design includes elements of the college color, blue. The color blue represents creativity and inspiration, the art of nursing. And then the registered nurse symbol is a wand with a wing topped with two serpents winding around the top. The symbolic insignia represents wisdom and healing, or the science of nursing. Each graduate has chosen the person or persons to whom they consider to be the most important part or reason to how they've achieved this journey to pin them this evening. As I call each graduate's name, the graduate and the person who will pin them will proceed to the stage. So, one row at a time, the graduates will rise. They are in alphabetical order according to your program. So alphabetical order across, okay? So those family members who are about to pin this row of graduates, if you would please proceed over here to the far wall and come down. This girl over here in black, her name is Gianna. She is going to direct you up here when it is time to come up and receive the pin to pin your graduate. Okay? So, we have faculty presenting the pins and flowers tonight. Ms. Christina Stone will be presenting the pins. Ms. Emily Schaefer will be presenting the flowers. Okay. All right. Come on. Row one. Up. Stand up. Make sure everybody's in place. Okay. Alexa Alison. Pinning Alexa this evening is her fiance Jim Olson and his son Xander. Thank you, I'm sorry. Her thank you is thank you to my friends and family for supporting me through these last 2 years. I would like to thank my sweet baby Xander for being my inspiration and motivation for finishing this program. Justine Brentis. Oh, I'm sorry, Amanda Beckman. Oh, go across. Giving Amanda tonight is her husband Jared, mother Julie Ahern, and her father Jeffrey Hurd. She wants to thank her family for all they have done for me throughout the last 2 years. I would like to thank my family who passed away for watching over me and keeping me on the right path. I would like to thank all of my friends in the program for being helpful and encouraging. Johanna Boone O'Brien. Pinning Johanna tonight is Sylvia Boone, her mother, Daniel Boone, father, and Clint O'Brien, her husband. A huge thank you to my closest friends who stuck by my side throughout the program, my mom and dad, because without them I would never have made it this far, my sister and her family for giving me a place to stay and keeping me sane, and most of all to my patient husband who allowed me to follow my dreams no matter what obstacles we encountered on the way. And now Justine Brentis. So sorry. Pinning Justine tonight, Teresa Peel, her mother, Jackson Brentis, her husband, and Jeff Peel, her father. I'd like to thank my family for loving me through the last 2 years. I could not have accomplished this without your support. Thank you to my friends for reminding me during my rants to keep pushing on. To my instructors, thank you for your continued support and encouragement. I wouldn't be here without all of you. Kaleigh Champion. Pinning Kaleigh is Chris Champion, her mother, and Todd Champion, her father. I would like to thank my family, first and foremost, for your never-ending support through the program. You were my support system, and I could not have done it without you. You have always respected the importance of my schoolwork and helped me to put that first. Special thanks to my nephew Owen for always putting a smile on my face. Thank you to my classmates, my second family. We couldn't have made it this far without each other. Lastly, thank you to my close friends Claire, Kelsey, and Rowan for always being by my side these past 2 years. Megan Chandler. Megan is being pinned by her son, Chandler Epperson. I would like to thank my family for their love and support, my boyfriend Jeremy for telling me every day that I got this. Thank you to my son for being understanding and patient. To the geriatric table, I love you. B. Clairvoyant.
son, Azrael. I'd like to thank my children for being patient and understanding with me while going through this process, as well as being flexible with all the changes over the past year, good and bad. You have been my motivation and support through it all, and I love you both so much.
Catherine Cole.
Pinning cake will be Chrissy Stone, her mentor, former instructor, and friend. Karen Cole, her mother, and Ed Cole, her father. Thank you to my family, friends, and faculty for always believing in me and encouraging me to push forward and succeed. Thank you to the geriatric table for taking me under your elderly wings and accepting me as your own. I couldn't have done this without my encouraging good vibe warriors. Pinning Katie is Ryan Condrey, her husband, and Calvin Condrey, her son. I'd like to thank Ryan for all your patience, love, and support. You and Ryan are my motivation. I love you both so much. To our parents, thank you for all your extra help this year.
Angela Craig.
Pinning Angie will be Jack Craig, her son. I'd like to thank my son for encouraging and believing in me even when I didn't believe in myself. My family for talking me off the ledge more times than I can count. My old and new nursing friends who helped me relax and learn about a new me. Maddie Reed for being with me the last 4 years and not being sick of my endless questions. Finally, to my husband, thanks for making me get a real job.
Heidi Dyken.
Jim and Heidi, Chris, her husband, Cole, her son, and Isabel, her daughter. I'd like to thank my family for their unending support and motivation during this program. Your love and support have kept me motivated to accomplish my goals. Pinning Camille is Sean Easton, her husband, and Anna Easton, her daughter. Thank you to my parents for your love and endless support. Thank you to my daughter for loving Jesus and loving me. Thank you to my husband, Sean, for your faithfulness, for your love, and for standing strong with me through all the seasons of this life. Thank you, Jesus, for carrying me through.
Lindsay Fredrickson.
Pinning Lindsay is Chris Frederickson, her dad, and Peggy Frederickson, her mom. A big thank you to my friends and family, especially my mom and dad, Wayne and Stephen. I cannot express now how thankful I am for all your support, but hope you all know how much you all mean to me. Also, a shout out to our nursing class who have become more like family. You will make great nurses, especially Alison, Austin, Queen, and Johanna. I cannot thank you guys enough for being there for me throughout this nursing program. I love you all.
Queen Graves.
Queen is Robert Graves, her husband, and Brenda Porter, her mother. I would like to thank my husband Robert, my daughters Emily, Ashley, Sierra, and Taylor, and my mother Brenda Porter, and the rest of my family for their love and support over the last 2 years. Thank you for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself and encouraging me every step of this journey. To my friends, you know who you are. Thank you for the teamwork at clinical, our study sessions, and all of the much needed laughs that kept me from crying most days. A special thank you to my husband Robert for being my rock and never leaving my side through the worst of times and being here to celebrate the best of times. To Taylor, Dalton, and Cora, thank you for inspiring me through your brave and courageous fights. I promise I will make you all proud.
Heidi Gutierrez.
Pinning Heidi is Diane Hopping, her mother. The nursing program is tough, but what made it easier was the constant praise and support of my mom. She was always telling me, you can do this, you got this, and I'm proud of you. So thanks, Mom. I couldn't have done this without you.
Jade Hard.
Pinning Jade is Clint Miller, her grandpa. I would like to thank my family and friends for the unending support and motivation while I achieved this goal. Most of all, I want to thank my grandpa for being my biggest cheerleader over the years. Whether I was having a good day or a bad day, he was always there telling me I could do it and bragging to all of his friends that I was becoming an RN. Thank you for always cheering me up and putting a smile on my face. I love you.
Stephanie Holscher.
Pinning Stephanie is Austin Holscher, her husband. Whoa. Thank you, Austin, for constantly pushing me to be better than my best. Thank you for quizzing me the night before tests and for giving up precious time nightly so that I could study. I couldn't have done nursing school without you.
Meredith Jones.
Pinning Meredith is Kevin Jones, her father. Thank you to my friends and family for being patient with me in this journey that has been nursing school, from getting my LPN and now my RN. It has been a long road. A special thank you to my parents who have encouraged me from the start. I am blessed to have such great support.
Becky Kennedy.
Pinning Becky will be Barb, her mom. Thank you to my boys for always loving their crazy, stressed mommy, even when I didn't have time to play. My husband for his unconditional support and love. And my mama for always supporting me and listening to me vent. I love you all and couldn't have done this without you.
Tracy Mars.
Pinning Tracy is Merrill Mars, her husband. I would like to thank my husband for his support financially, emotionally, and holistically. I love you, sweetheart.
Rachel Martin. Pinning Rachel is Rebecca Hernandez, her mother. Thank you. Your support is greatly appreciated, not only in this nursing program, but through my entire life. I will always be grateful. Thank you. Amanda May. Pinning Amanda is Nick May, her husband, Landon May, her son, and Pam Vanderven, her mother. Thank you for all of your support. Montgomery.
Pinning Austin this evening is his mother Tracy and his dad Randy. Austin wants to thank his mom and dad for everything they have done. He once said, "Thank you for supporting me and letting me come to you with every emotional outbreak I endured these past 2 years. Sometimes I needed someone simply to be there, not to fix anything or do anything, but just to let me feel that I am cared for and supported. A special thank you to my best friends Alison, Lindsay, Johanna, and Queen. The best kind of people are the ones that come into your life and make you see the sun where you once saw clouds. The people that believe in you so much, you start to believe in yourself also. Thank you to everyone who supported me through this adventure."
Janae Morris.
Pinning Janae this evening is Jocelyn Wicker, her daughter. Thank you for your resilience through this process of bettering myself. I hope to make you as proud of me as I have always been of you. Thank you, and I love you very much.
Jennifer Munger.
Pinning Jennifer this evening is her best friend, Julie Brown. Thank you to Craig for putting up with the moodiness, frustration, and all-around good humor these months. Thank you to Julie for being my own personal cheerleader just when I always needed it. Thank you to all my instructors for daring me to dream of bigger things.
Elena Nally.
Pinning Elena tonight is her husband Dave and her children Nick, Noah, and Bella. I'd like to thank God first and foremost for showing me his plan for my life and getting me through it. My husband for his support and encouragement and working hard so I could focus on schoolwork. My children for their patience and understanding when I couldn't play or engage in family outings because of homework. And my mother for listening to my meltdowns and trying to be understanding.
Brenda Neville.
Pinning Brenda this evening is her husband John and her daughter Kaleigh. I want to say thank you to my husband for taking care of the household chores so I could do homework and study. Thank you for Caitlin for understanding Mommy couldn't play. Thank you Jane and Jim for watching Caitlin on weekends before exams. And thanks to everyone who supported me through this journey.
Alison Oliver.
Pinning Alison this evening is her husband Todd, daughter Haley, and son Carson. I would like to thank my husband, children, mom, dad, sister, in-laws, and extended family for all their support and encouragement. A special thanks to Aunt Luann, because without her, I wouldn't be standing here today. A very special thank you to my beloved Grandma Engman for being so proud of me.
Sari Patel.
Pinning Spotty tonight is her mother Daxa and her father Raj. To my family, this has been a long, challenging journey. I just want you all to know that I appreciate all of you and all the sacrifices you have made so I could be where I am today. Thank you for encouraging me and supporting me. I love you.
Madison Reed.
Pinning Madison this evening is her mother, Charla. Mom and Dad, thank you for being my biggest fans. You two have been by my side every step of the way. I'm beyond blessed to have you both as my parents and for your continuous support and motivation. I will face my new journey with a win-the-day attitude, enthusiasm, and faith. I love you to the moon.
Kendra Rico.
Pinning Kendra this evening is her friend Natasha. I would like to thank the staff in the Sandburg Nursing Building for their overwhelming encouragement through the years. Also thanking my friends and family for their support through the past year, especially my friend Natasha, for keeping me through it all.
LaDatra Ross.
Pinning LaDatra this evening is her daughters and Mary. Thank you for sacrificing our quality time together. Thank you for understanding quiet time for Mommy. Thank you for letting me inspire you to be the best.
Lindsay Sharp.
Pinning Lindsay this evening is her fiance Corey and her mother Tracy Sharp. Thank you to everyone for your never-ending support through this stressful time in our lives. From the bottom of my heart, I will always remember how your unwavering faith in my ability to succeed made me realize, and we would realize, that they would all get through this.
Alexandra Simon.
Sandra this evening is Barb Bryant Simon, her mother. I'd like to thank my family and friends for helping me along this journey. Mom, thank you for pushing me towards my RN. Now I've officially followed in your footsteps.
Savannah Sofer.
Pinning Savannah this evening is her mother, Tammy Heron, her boyfriend, Stephen Sandoval, and her sister, Kaleigh Sofer. I'd like to thank my instructors and classmates for all the support and motivation. My mom for being my biggest supporter and blessing throughout this journey. You are the reason my dreams have come true. My boyfriend, Stephen, for being my rock and taking the most heat from all the stress and tears. And to my sister, Haley, for always believing in me and being the one I can call at any time of the day. To the rest of my friends and family, I am ready to live a normal life with you again. Thank you for understanding, being MIA, and supporting me. I couldn't have done this without any of you. I love you all.
Ashley Strimmel.
Pinning Ashley this evening is her son, Aiden Collins, her mom, Jamie Allen, and her aunt, Julie Falls. I'd like to thank my family for all their support. Lindsay Sharp for all her support and groundings. My friends for all the talk time on the phone, and my instructors for pushing me. A very special thank you to Chris and Chrissy for reminding me when having a nursing school breakdown to breathe and that it will be okay.
Swanson.
Kaleigh is being pinned this evening by her mother, Jennifer, her stepfather, Jim, and her great-aunt, Louise Swanson. Thank you to my friends, family, and my boyfriend, Luke, for being my biggest supporters these last 2 years. I know it's been a crazy, emotional ride, but I did it. I love each and every one of you so much.
Crystal Tatman.
Pinning Crystal this evening is her husband, Eddie. Thank you for all you have dealt with this past year. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you for all the love and support continuously. And thank you, Mom and Dad, for all the extra help this year.
Grant Taylor.
Pinning Grant this evening is his wife, Angie, and his brother, Brandon. To all those who have supported me through this journey, thank you for your love and your help in making my dreams come true. All of you here tonight have played the biggest part in my development as a good nurse.
Sharon Tracy.
Pinning Sharon this evening is her sister, Christina. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. My faith in God and this scripture helped me reach this goal. Thank you to my husband and children, my parents and sister for their help, support, and sacrifices. Thank you to my geriatric table cohorts. We've done it. I love you all.
Kaleigh Vespa.
Pinning Kaleigh this evening is her mother Terry and her grandmother Lynn. I would like to thank my friends Kaleigh, Savannah, Sarah, and Maddie for answering almost all of my late night calls and FaceTimes. My parents for letting me be even more messy these past 2 years and loving me through my breakdowns. And my grandparents for teaching me how to be the passionate, caring person I am today.
Chelsea Wilhelm.
Chelsea is being pinned this evening by her mother, Mary Jo, her father, Jeff, and her fiancé, Jade. Mom, thank you for always being there for me and helping me along the way. Jay, thank you for always sticking by my side and loving me through it all. Dad, thank you for always encouraging me and keeping me level-headed. I am grateful for all your support.
Thank you all. The pinning ceremony signifies the completion of your professional nursing education. Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing, started the tradition over 150 years ago by presenting graduates of nursing school she founded with a medal or symbolic badge of courage. The medal was meant to encourage her students to faithfully serve the injured, sick, and dying in challenging situations, and often dangerous situations. Florence Nightingale became known as the Lady of the Lamp, as she carried through the battlefields, caring for injured soldiers during the Crimean War. The shining light of the lamp or candle is symbolic of the care and devotion of nurses everywhere. To complete the pinning ceremony tonight, the new nursing students will honor Florence Nightingale and vow to carry her ideals as they move forward in their careers by reciting the Florence Nightingale Pledge. The faculty will light their candles, symbolizing the flame of knowledge they have received and then passed on to the students. And the new nursing graduates will follow with a recitation of Florence Nightingale Pledge on back of your programs. So graduates, if you would please come up to the stage and bring your candles with you. That's fairly important. Come on up. kind to one another.
Oh my God, Lindsay, look how shaky you are. I'm always shaky. I'm just to get it from you. No.
Now for the nightingale pledge.
Solemnly pledge myself before God and in presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and family affairs, coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling. With loyalty will I endeavor to aid the physician in his work and devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care.
Thank you, LaDonna. Graduates. That's you. Being a nurse isn't about grades, it's about being who we are. No book can teach you how to cry with a patient. No class can teach you how to tell their family that their parents are dying. No professor can teach you how to find dignity in giving somebody a bed bath. The nurse is not about the pills or the charting. It's about being able to love people when they're at their weakest moments. Nurses are a special breed of people. They get up early in the morning or late in the afternoon and go to work with one simple yet profound purpose in mind. I will care for you. When asked what the most important tool in their workday is, every great nurse would answer, my heart. Class of 2018, you have completed this part of your journey. The next step in your journey is about to begin as you study hard for your boards. I know we don't want to think about that right now, but it's the next step.
One bite at a time.
One bite at a time. You got it. From this moment forward, I declare you to be members of the nursing profession. Tonight is a truly momentous occasion. As of tonight, you are no longer my students. You are now my colleagues, joining the forces of the most trusted profession. Best of wishes to your future, and congratulations to a job well done. Remember, your mission as a nurse from this day forward is to care, to advocate, to lead. Sandburg College of Nursing is pleased to have provided you with the foundation to continue your journey. Tonight, I welcome you all to what I believe to be the greatest profession in the world. So this is the conclusion of tonight's pinning ceremony. The students will be dismissed to receive family and friends in the gymnasium here at the church for refreshments and cake. So thank you all.